Hi everybody, welcome inside the Wolstein Center after a Panther victory over the Vikings of Cleveland State by a final of 62-46. Scott Warris joined by Milwaukee head coach Kyle Rechlicz. Coach, a tough buzzer-beating loss 48 hours ago at Youngstown State. We said if you play as hard today as you did Thursday, you'll win comfortably. You did, and you did.
Yeah, I really think our team is kind of finding our groove in the sense of who we want to be, our identities, factors, and that's that defensive intensity and that pace on offense. And the last two games we've come out and played like that. And I'm really proud of the effort we gave, especially in the first half. I felt like we let up a little bit in the second half, which is unfortunate because you want to be able to put two full halves together. But in the same sense, the intensity and the focus that we came out with at the beginning of the game was probably the best it's been all year. And
probably just as important, the practice yesterday you had was intense and focus driven as well.
Yeah, and I give a lot of credit to our bench for that. We have, when we're on the road, especially we don't have our practice guys, we have to do a lot with our white team, and and that consisted of Taylor Baker and Nikayla Hayes, Emma Dow. They came out and they worked so hard and put us in a really good position to see what it's going to be like with that pressure. I mean, Cleveland State is one of the best at forcing turnovers and getting steals, and yesterday in practice we went against that because our white team did an excellent job. So we've just been playing at a really high level right now. I'm really excited about it.
You turned it over just 11 times in the ball game, 13 assists against a pretty high pressure defensive type squad.
Yeah, and I thought our point guards did a really good job of handling that. We talked a lot about making sure that we're not crossing over in front of one of the best defenders in the country, Brooke Smith, and so we worked on advancing the ball up the court. We looked a lot for our post players early in the game. We really wanted to get that in primary, smashing the ball inside, and I thought our point guards initiated a lot of that. That's one of the reasons why we started 3 point guards this game, is because we wanted to be able to handle it at the top.
And your defense really was the story in the first half. You never trailed in the game, held them to 14 points in the first half, went 10 minutes, end of the first half, beginning of the second half, without a field goal for Cleveland State. It was pretty intense, and they could get nothing on the inside.
Yeah, I feel like our team is starting to really understand what we're trying to do with our defense, and is really taking what we're giving to them in the scouts. So my assistants do an excellent job of creating scouting reports, and this one happened to be Frank Goldsberry's scout, and we talked a lot about individual player personnel. How do you defend each one of them on the court? And I felt like our team really locked into it. I thought this was the best defensive game that Jenny Lindner's had, probably since she has been here. She cut people off, she got a couple of charges, forced people into a couple of travels, and really did a great job on the defensive end of making sure she was getting up on shooters.
You mentioned Jenny, so let's talk a little individual things here. Let's start with her. We made no bones about it. She struggled from the field the last 5-6 games, but not tonight, this afternoon. 7 of 10, 14 points. She came off the bench, and maybe that was a little bit of a spark, and it certainly worked for her.
Yeah, I talked to her about the game, about still having confidence and not starting as don't use that as a way to lose your confidence, because we really wanted to go with a quicker lineup at the top, just with our guards because of how they play. But we knew she could be a huge spark coming off the bench, and she really took the challenge upon herself and played excellent. I mean, she just, like I said, she was hitting shots for us, she was defending, she was boxing out almost every single possession. I thought her toughness was outstanding.
And as good as Jenny was, Steph Costa might have been the best player on the floor, both sides today. 18 points, a career high tying 18 points. Missed only 2 shots, 8 rebounds, a couple of assists, and 3 steals for her as well.
Yeah, she just was active. I mean, and she was so active she had to ask for subs during the game, and that just shows how hard she was playing. I always say, if you have to ask for a sub, it means you're putting everything out on the line. And there are a couple times she asked for them, and I kind of looked at her and was like, I can't take you out. You got to stay in, and so she fought through in those moments. But she played so hard for us, and she's really starting to demand the ball inside like we know she can. Teams are going to have to start double teaming her. They're going to have to start sending 2 people, which is going to open it up for our shooters on the perimeter because of how hard she's playing.
Panthers get their first conference win of the year. The final again, 62-46. Third time in the last 4 years they've won here at the Wolstein Center. Back at it next Thursday at home against UIC.
Yes.
Coach, best of skill.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
on the win.
Thank you.